Hey guys, before we get started, just wanted to say this project is still in alpha testing. If you decide to try it for yourself, just be aware that you may encounter softlocks, crashes, issues with logic, or other problems. It's still in early development, and these issues will be resolved as they get reported. Enjoy!
As a kid, did you ever want to combine two games? Take Pokemon's capture mechanics and put it into Kirby? Or maybe Mario's jumping ability and put it into Zelda? Well, this is not quite that at all, but it's pretty dang close. This is Legend of Zelda plus Majora's Mask Combo Randomizer. This is still in alpha development, so there's bound to be some bugs, glitches, logic fallacies, general stuff like that. But it works pretty well. So let's just go ahead and get started. I made a save just to set things up. And we are Malgs because I am your host, Amalgorithmic. So, before we get started, I should kind of go over some, basics of this. It's exactly what it sounds like. It is Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. You will play through one game, collect items from both games, and then when you're ready to switch over to the other, if you're in Ocarina of Time, you will go to the Happy Mask shop, and you will start playing Majora's Mask. And if you're in Majora's Mask, you will go to the Clock Tower, and it will take you back to Ocarina of Time. If you're familiar with the randomizer scene, you've probably heard of this concept before, most likely from the Super Metroid A Link to the Past crossover. That seems to be the most popular one. I know there's at least one other, being Zelda 1 and Metroid 1. I believe there's more, but I couldn't safely say off the top of my head. With this being alpha, I'm not quite sure what the end goal is, really. Obviously, beat the games. But I believe beating one game just kind of ends it, unlike the other ones where you do actually have to beat both bosses. So, for the sake of completion, I'm probably just going to set it up so I can beat both games.
And then, depending on how I feel, we'll tackle whichever boss I'm in the mood for. But, without further ado, let's get going. Nice, simple little Kokiri forest. Now, there's not a whole lot randomized, like, shops aren't randomized, keys aren't randomized. It's still very basic in its design, but it's also only been out for a couple months, and the fact that it works at all is really impressive. Alright, I can work with some bomb juice. And the pictograph box.
Alright. So, over here on the side, I do have trackers for both games, which is insane to me. But here we are. Alright. I think for starters, I'm probably going to try to take out the Great Deku Tree. It should be oh no, I'm not going to. I was going to, but I'm not.
I think, for the sake of demonstrating this, I'm going to try my best to stay within the realm of logic. I do know a lot of tricks and glitches for both games. But I feel like ultimately... Ooh, good find. I feel like ultimately that's going to be a little bit of a hindrance. Mostly just trying to stay in logic and stuff, so. Or, I guess, grasp the idea of where the game wants me to go. Oh, really? I didn't know I could just backflip to that. That's awesome. Learn something new every day. I was trying to get the blue rupee, but whatever. Alright. I guess we're just kind of stuck grinding money. I'm probably going to cut this out. Because this is going to take me forever. Look over this way. No thanks. Bonus rupee back there. I will go into the Deku tree. I just want to get some other stuff first. Such as my shield, because I will need that. Shield, stick, maybe some nuts. I do know ISG can give me infinite sticks, and I'm probably going to abuse that privilege. But... okay, I'm just gonna cut out all this rupee grinding, because it's gonna take me a few minutes. So, see you guys when I have what I need, really. Alright, and that is the last rupee I will need. Just because it's about to become readily apparent, I am playing on RetroArch, and RetroArch does have some issues with Ocarina of Time. You're about to see what one of those issues is. Pausing takes forever. Majora's Mask has a similar issue, but not quite the same. The Picto Box takes forever on that one. Okay, so, you notice I only saved up for one stick. And that is because all you gotta do is the simple ISG trick. Side hop over that, because with ISG you cannot jump over gaps. And walk in here. And slap them around a little bit. Hey, what's up? Super easy way to get sticks early game. Because this is still pretty early access, they don't have any options for you to choose. Really, the only options for you to choose is where your legally dumped ROMs are located. Which isn't much of an option. There is still things like... oh, I actually managed to pull it off, so... never mind. These vines do still have a dialogue box tied to them. Ah, I thought it was the other wall. What a bummer. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna demonstrate this earlier than I thought. When you're picking up items, particularly, like, speaking specifically for music, if it is upside down, it is tied to a dungeon. So for Ocarina of Time, it'll be the teleportation songs, and in Majora's Mask, it'll be the entrance access songs. Most importantly, though, Ocarina of Time uses eighth notes. Majora's Mask has quarter notes. So you will always be able to tell exactly which song you're getting, based off of how it's designed. This is such a nice touch that I wish, like, the base Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask randomizers used. We'll see if the MMR dev decides to change it. I doubt she will, but I would love it if she did. Alright, compass. You're going to notice none of the dungeon items are randomized. I mean, they're shuffled within their own dungeons, of course, but... Wow! Big plays coming from the Deku tree. Okay. I don't know if the top floor is in logic or not. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm not gonna bother doing basement skip, though. I know how, but... I'm not overly concerned with rushing through this. This is something that we should all get to experience, because it is very enjoyable. Very buggy, but enjoyable. Really? Fascinating. That's gonna set me up for... Wow. Yeah, I knew it. Alright, and I guess... Is that our first instance of cross-game money? I think so. It does actually count. It used to crash and or soft lock, depending on which game you were in. But that is no longer the case. Stun him. And jump down here. And every fiber of my existence is telling me to basement skip right now. It's very uncommon that I don't. I will, however, nab these Skulltula tokens. This one's a little awkward to get, but it's not bad. Alright. And I could save warp, but I won't. That is not quite everything to do in the forest area. I want to say bomb chews are in logic. Like, that sounds right, but I don't want to confirm anything yet. I've not actually looked at the logic files, so I'm not sure what's expected for what, which is probably an issue. Alright. Come over here, just in case this ends up being money. It wasn't. That's fine. Even though Majora's Mask does have quite a few things you can do right off the bat,
none of it's in logic without having both the Ocarina and Song of Time from Majora's Mask. So you can just hang out in Ocarina of Time until you find both of those. So that's what I'm gonna do. Because the flags aren't really set entirely properly. For those familiar with the original game, you probably know that time speeds up if you don't have an ocarina. And that flag's just kind of always set. Alrighty. Let's one that. Hop into the forest. Should have grabbed some more money. Too late, I'm not going back. Very cool. Not really a whole lot to talk about right now. I will end up needing more money. Ooh, I got choices here. Man. I just wanted the cavern open. Okay. That's not going to be helpful for a very long time. In order to access Adult, you need all 3 spiritual stones, the Ocarina, Song of Time, and as a nice little bonus surprise, the Master Sword. I can't do that. Oh my god. All of Ocarina of Time's swords are progressive.
So you will get Kokiri's sword first, then the Master Sword, then the Giant's Knife, and then the Big Goron sword. Okay, that's what I need. Where's the music? There it is. Alright, and over there we have our Deku mask. Very nice. I don't really need to. Yeah, I'll hold on to it. I may end up needing bomb shoes later, so... Or I can get a bomb bag. Whichever. Well, I'm a liar. I won't need bomb juice later. Be free, chicken. Alright, come up here. There's just a fairy fountain in that rock, so we will jump down here. Magic? Why do I always find my OOT magic first? I've done like 10 of these seeds, and every time, Ocarina of Time magic's first. It's so bizarre. Use that to get that. Fantastic. Alright, I'm not really running low on time, but should probably wrap things up here pretty soon. Accounting for the little bit I cut out, should still be running over 20 minutes. I want to try to keep these around the 20-minute mark. Despite the fact that this is definitely going to be a very long game. I think right now the average game expectancy is about 15 hours, 12 to 15. So we're going to be here for a minute. But, alright, now that we are in Kakariko, this feels like a good place to call it for the day. So, this has been Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask crossover randomizer. If you like this part, sure to subscribe, like, leave a comment what you liked about it, leave a comment what you didn't like about it. Like Majora's Mask, for example. Need to show that off at some point. Maybe next time. We'll see. It's a randomizer. I don't know what we're gonna do. Don't really have any final words, so, take it easy, gang.